Guys, we are casting a best of 3, and already we've got the cheese kicking right off. Now, uThermal here has scouted the pool first opening, and he is massacring the drone line, but at the same time, his command center has been ran off here by Reaper. For those who don't know Reaper is a 5.5 to 6k MMR cheeser Zerg. Big range in his MMR because he is super cheesy. Knocked me out the other week, and he is doing his famous 3 Roach, 3 Ravager Zergling bust. uThermal, though, sees everything. And Reaper is rather blatant about these attacks, guys. Reaper is a Zerg who executes simple rushes with expert poise and execution, and really doesn't mix it up that much beyond different flavors of all-in. You know, it is super, super cheesy. Does have different layers to the cheeses, though. This is still a very high GM cheesy player. And uThermal, oh no, his bunker wasn't ready. Oh my god, uThermal just screwed up. Dude, he's gonna lose his Marines. Good min. Oh, he gets 1 Marine back. Oh my god, though, the Ling's getting all the damage down, dude. That's game. That's game. uThermal just died, I think. Oh, gets a good SCV surround, actually, on the Zerglings. That was a really nice one. But there's more Lings coming in behind it. Remember, there's only 1 Queen and 13 drones. This is so all in, guys. Now, he's going to try and bile the bunker to stop it from repairing. But there's a tank out and a bunker, and he lost too many Zerglings, so he actually can't break him. And remember, this is so ridiculously all in. If uThermal just repairs his bunker, repair your bunker. You got to pull the gas, guys. You don't need gas, uThermal. You just need minerals. He's got 1 SCV repairing the bunker right now. And it's just going to be more Lings. This Reaper is still here, which has killed 5 units, 3 of which are drones. He's going to kill even more. uThermal just abusing his multitasking. Oh, no. Oh my god, this is absolutely brutal. Brutal, mate. Oh, man. Can he break it? I don't think so. I like the triple bile on the tank, though. Another tank's about to pop out. Definitely able to deny mining. You got to be real careful. Every unit's sacred. I love this backup bunker for uThermal. Look at how cautious he's being with this tank. It's a fallback tank. It's a tank that is in the most conservative of positions. And he gets the double bile. The Lings take out the tank, but he realizes at this point, hey, as long as I keep a few Marines alive, I think I can do this. Those SCVs body blocking for those Marines. One of the quarterback Marines does go down. The other one does survive for now. 21 SCVs to 12 plus double mules dropping. If that command center lands, he's good. uThermal really should try and, I don't know, do an emergency wall off or something. He's only got 1 Marine. I think it's right to not siege the tank in this scenario because otherwise it can't move. But if he just uses that as a mobile combat unit, I mean, there's so few Zerglings. It's not enough to really surround and kill a tank right now, is it? Is it? Oh, he's got a drill. He drills. Nice body blocking on the drill. A little too slow from uThermal. But he does kill most of those units. He's still got 2 Marines. He gets a depot started there. I don't know. He's going to try and chase that Zergling down. If he can get the wall up, you can't break a wall here. And the Reaper is still going at it. The uThermal Reaper is still going. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's so ridiculous. Oh, dude, this Reaper is an absolute... he's not a thorn in his side. He is a kick to the nuts of Reaper's economy all game long. Reaper's now making Burrow and still is only on 1 Queen on 2 base. I mean, Reaper is pretty dead, I think. Because, like, yeah, he's even on workers, but... yeah, you got a starport on the way. uThermal has got a tank on the high ground. He's got the Marine there. This Reaper kind of scouted that there's no more Roaches coming. And this is absolutely insane. Uh-oh, that Marine's in the open. Zergling's gonna try and get it, but it's not a very good trade. Oh, unless he gets the tank, but no. And good micro by uThermal, who weathers the storm. And a Reaper here. Gonna go for round 2. 5 Roaches. He'll make a few of those into Ravagers, and there'll be non-stop Zerglings behind that. Guys, I'm telling you, I've played ZvPs against Reaper. We're 12 minutes into the game. I'm like, how does he still have this much army? And then I finished the game and I'm on like 60 probes and he's on 12 workers. And I'm like, oh, what? Like, it's just wave after wave of all in. Reaper will drone behind an attack, but usually it's 4 or 5 drones and then straight back at it. And big thanks for the love, everybody in the chat. We're going to give you guys some proper shout outs in a moment. This is, of course, game 1 of this best of 3. Winner of this plays the winner of Marco and Estrella. Estrella, the big favorite there. Quite a few Americans and Europeans playing. This server game has actually been playing on Western US, as that's a bit better ping for uThermal, and Reaper being from America is also there. So nice to see a lot of foreigners. Max is playing today. Zaun, Zest, and Cure is in there. Gumiho is in there. I definitely want to cast some of him, but he got some easy first round matches, so Not doing that one just yet. Oh, gonna have to cancel the command center. That's a bit of a bummer. I would build a building there if I was uThermal. And that command center kind of blocks Zerglings from getting in, so that's something. He's got another tank on the high ground, so he's got a layered defense, remember? He's gonna abandon the low ground, but there's another bunker up there. Oh, dude, this is still so scary. Oh my god, he's got a Hellion out now. He's building Hellions 2 at a time. One Hellion kind of rallies into a very bad position. You might be like, oh shit, this is so scary. But just remember, uThermal can lose like 10, 15 more SCVs and still be ahead. It's a 2-hatch Zerg. He's just got no economy behind this. So, oh, uThermal running down the ramp was a really bad move. Oh my god, do not disrespect this. The Ravagers are so weak though. The moment these Ravagers die, it's all over. And there we go. All the Ravagers go down. And now Reaper does tap in game 1. GG. All right, guys. So we've got a different flavor now. This is one of the nastier builds. A hatchery in the natural, hatch first, into a pool, into double gas. This is a 1-base Ravager all in. But at first glimpse, when he comes down here, he might think it's just there to delay his expansion, be annoying, spread some creep, that sort of stuff. uThermal needs to react super hard to survive this. Ideally, he will open up Marine. I can't believe he's not scouting. The mistake I made last time I played Reaper was I said, oh, he's played so greedy, or so all in, clearly he'll be greedy in the next game, and then all in a bit later. And instead he all in'd even faster with a 12 pool in game 2 when I played him last. And I was, or actually it wasn't, it was like a 25 drone Zergling Queen drop. Now this is a reactor first, so uThermal will have a lot of units up. But he's bought 3 drones? That doesn't make any sense. Wait, he's doing a spine rush? He's doing Sex Panther! Reaper's trying to make Sex Panther on uThermal's base! He's trying to make Sex Panther on uThermal's base! Oh my god. uThermal sees this and is like, oh, this is a complete all-in. He comes down, sees the spines. Guys, this is a gasless all-in. It is just queens and Zerglings. He's immediately building 2 bunkers and spines. And the thing is, it's all about repairing your wall and just keep your wall alive. But those spines are going to massively out DPS these Marines in the early stages here. He can't really fight that queen with just 2 Marines. That's going to be a bad trade. So he's got to pull back, does uThermal. Oh, he pulls the SCVs. Oh, he wants to get that. He's already lost a Marine, though. Good focus fire by Reaper. And look at that. The spines getting up in his business. The queen there, I think uThermal might... He's not dead, is he? I think he has to fall back. I think the trick is... just accept your depots are going to die. Just don't lose any Marines. Don't lose. He just lost a 2nd Marine. That's all of his firepower. Oh my god. uThermal just lost all of his firepower. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Dude. Okay, I mean, good mass repair, but for those who don't know, spines can actually outrange bunkers. They have 7 range, Marines in a bunker have 6 range, so unless you have Marauders in that bunker, spines can outrange them. That bunker's gonna go down. He's out of minerals. He's out of minerals. He can't repair that anymore. He's gotta go back to mining. I mean, right now, uThermal needs to fall back to behind his mineral line. He's already lost another Marine there. 3 Marines going down. It's important to grow that firepower. uThermal, I think he's gonna get overwhelmed by slow Zergling creep. And a whole bunch of Sex Panther penetrating the main base. I cannot believe this is the weakest matchup for Sex Panther, Zerg versus Terran. And yet he is making it happen with a pure mineral all-in. Reaper, you absolute mad lad. You're a little bit of a Chad, and uThermal ain't giving you a GG for that one, mate. Ties up the series. All right, down here in the bottom left-hand side, it's Liquid uThermal. His opponent in the top right, this is Reaper. Very poignant question in the chat. Dumb question. Why is this called Sex Panther? So it's literally a name. I dubbed it that when I was doing one of my Star-Lord streams, which is basically where I just happened to have an account I borrowed off a friend to do silly strats on. He had already called it Star-Lord, and that became kind of my cheesy alter ego over time. And yeah, I hopped on this account, and I was trying to think of the dumbest build I could possibly do that shouldn't work. And yeah, we did a proxy hatch, usually in the 3rd or the 4th in Zergver. It was initially a Zerg vs Zerg build, and I would build 3 spine crawlers there while pretending to do a normal expansion at home, and then I would run 3 spine crawlers into the Zerg's natural while doing the latest Lingbane bust of all time. So I would pair up spine crawlers running into a Zerg's base and trying to root on their creep. Trying to root on them. While it was a really late Lingbane bust. And it only worked if the opponent got confused because everything I was doing made no sense, and everything was just kind of late and slow, and sometimes their brains would break. And I actually won my first 2 out of 3 games with it, and I went, holy shit, 66% of the time it works every time. And so it became named Sex Panther from then on. It's not the best build order, the Sex Panther that we saw in the last game. It does rely on your opponent kind of shitting the bed. It does smell a little bit like Bigfoot's dick. It's a combination, really. Not just Bigfoot's dick. It's a combination of that and a used diaper filled with Indian food. Yeah, it's not the best build order. That was actually cool because that was like a full gasless version where Reaper was just throwing so many units in. And I think uThermal made a big mistake by losing those first couple of Marines. He basically needed to just focus on getting as many Marines out of the reactor as possible, and mass repairing his bunker on the high ground. And if he repaired on the high ground and just had enough SCVs mining to keep mass repairing, I think he could have slowly worn it down. And as he gets out 4 Marines, 6 Marines, 8 Marines, 10 Marines, it becomes really bad for the Zerg, because all they've got is slow Zerglings, Spines, and 1 or 2 Queens. There's no follow-up, there's no gas, there's no economy. It's a complete all-in. Now, chat's telling me that Reaper is 6.4k on EU, I believe. I could be wrong. If so, that's hilarious. That would be very impressive. Now, second gas already going down. Roach Warren will drop in a moment. Oh, no, he's going... Is he going to do the Queen Lingwall in that he did on me? Because I remember I was playing against him and I assumed it was 2-base Muta because I scouted this. And then he comes over with like 4 or 5 Queens and like a billion Zerglings. And I was like, what the hell? Unfortunately for him, uThermal's playing 3 racks. So uThermal said, you know what? Oh, you're trying to deny scouting so hard. He had Foldings there and a Queen there. And he lets the SCV go straight into his base. Oh my god, Reaper with a massive screw up. But is it? Because, once again, he starts Overlord speed. So he was going for it. But wait, he cancels Overlord speed. He's changing his mind. Now he's going 2-base Muta. Oh, that's a terrible call. I mean, actually, I don't think that the Ling all-in wouldn't work because it's 3 racks. 2-base Muta might be better, actually. I wonder if uThermal knows about this build. Either way, I think 3 racks is just so solid. You don't normally see this against Zerg, but if you think about it, it's like, what's a one-size-fits-all solution to everything for Terran? Making a bunker and a shitload of Marines. They shoot up, they shoot down, you build a lot of them, you get your upgrades. This is just a really safe way of playing because uThermal's not getting factories and starports and engineering bays and third commands, and he's like 2 bases and a shitload of basic units that are general purpose, that do well in a lot of different situations. So it's a very safe way of playing. Now, Reaper's got that Spire, but Reaper doesn't have a 3rd hatchery on the way, and this is the problem, is even by going 2-base Muta, a pretty aggressive style, we know from experience, Reaper doesn't know how to macro. It's just not in Reaper's skill set. Reaper is a giant cheeser. So he's only moving out to take the 3rd now. The Spire does get spotted as well, so uThermal's got plenty of time to defend it, but does he need to defend? Nope, because he's just going to push with 23, 24 Stim Marines. Shields all lining up. He's just going to stim in. There's no Baneling Nest, guys. Reaper has pretty poor map control. He's pulling all of his Lings home and trying to build more Lings. No Baneling Nest, no Spine. He is completely dead. There's no way he can defend, guys. He just has no material on the ground. The thing is, with this sort of player, they're always gambling. And uThermal's found a very nice solution. Because his gamble here was like, oh, you're just going to do normal things. uThermal said, yeah, you know what beats someone who's a cheeky piece of shit? Making a lot of men with guns and shoving him down the opponent's face. Building Muta is a really bad call. Muta's are really bad versus Stim Marines. Good patience by uThermal. Doesn't pop Stim just yet. And he says, buddy, if you want to keep your base alive, you got to come defend. And he stims here, and he just is going to kite backwards. Oh, this is a terrible fight for Reaper. And that should be game. Gigi. Very well done by uThermal. He does find the solution in the end. And that's really creative thinking by uThermal, guys. I gotta say, as everything floats up to the surface of the map here, this was just such a creative solution. The army does get cleaned up, but uThermal basically just, I love it because you just wouldn't play 3 racks in this matchup normally, but he's like, no, this will win. He might even catch the Mutas. Oh, watch out, Mutts. But uThermal's just like, hey, if you don't go home with those Mutas, you can't really defend there. He's got turrets coming up. Oh, that one's not quite finished. uThermal's got to stack his SCVs on it. Turret does get up. Muta's going to find a little bit of damage, but not enough. They need to kill like 20 workers right now, and Reaper going to tap out. GG. Well played.